Hey, I got a story for you. This one is from Relationship Advice and is titled My 24 Female Boyfriend 28 Male Spit on Me. This is either very disrespectful or very and I don't know which way it's gonna go. Still tempted to hit the spicy story button. My boyfriend and I have been dating for over 6 months now. We don't live together, but I'll spend a majority of the week over at his place. Everything feels perfect. He's kind, patient, sweet, makes me feel so loved and cherished. Today we got into an argument that escalated physically, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. We had woken up from a nap and discovered that my cat pooped on his carpet, and I immediately picked it up and tried to clean the spot where the accident was by taking paper towel and some soap and water and scrubbing the spot and dabbing it. I was still really groggy and tired and just wanted to go back to sleep, so when I was done, I laid back in bed. My boyfriend goes into the living room and starts saying I didn't clean it well enough. Feel like I did a good job, and he's just freaking out. If he thinks he can do a better job, then have at it, dude. He has a wet towel in his hand and starts yelling at me to clean the spot with a towel. Because he's raising his voice, I immediately just get turned off by the situation and don't want to give in to his demand. He tells me to either clean it or get the f*** out. Since he lives in a different state, my only option really is to get a hotel. I grab my phone and start booking a room for the night, and he snatches the phone out of my hand. He refuses to give it back when I grab for it to ask for it back. This whole time, he's yelling at me and shoving the towel in my face. I feel so trapped and powerless, I open the door to his apartment and shout, "Help me," hoping that someone would come and that would get him to calm down and he would give me my phone back so I could leave. I should have red flagged this a minute ago. This is not healthy. And if there was a physical escalation that happened this fast, like that's big, larger than cat turd sized red flags. He grabs me and pulls me back into the apartment. Okay, more red flags. We're in each other's faces again, and I finally grab the towel from him and throw it at his face. He then spits in my face and calls me a bitch. The is happening here? Because your cat pooped on the carpet and you cleaned it up? I understand that I might have been acting bratty about the cleaning thing and throwing the towel was wrong, but the moment he spit in my face, I felt so disgusting and defiled. I've never felt so disrespected in my life. I'm so confused. He's never acted like this before. We're not perfect, but even when we argue, I feel like we can solve things in a reasonable way and not escalate things to this level. I'm not sure what happened today. I'm scared that this might be the beginning of abuse, but I also love him and know he's a good person. Where do I go from here? Okay, yeah, there's update top comments, like we'll get into that in a second. No, this is the fact that it happened once means that it's going to be really easy for him to go back here a second time, and who knows what really triggered this, but it's always been there. The fact that he was capable of getting physical with you in any way, shape, or form is not okay. The fact that he kept it going, the fact that you called for help. Look, if you're in a relationship where you have to open up the door and yell for help, you don't need to be in that relationship. It's not safe. Update, me and Kitty are back home and safe. His neighbors came out to see what the screaming was about, and that really helped de-escalate the situation, and I was able to leave his place. Thank you for all the kind words and support. Imagine if the neighbors hadn't showed up. And the only reason that the neighbor showing up helped de-escalate it was because he felt like he had to behave in front of other people. So what would he do the next time other people aren't around? Not okay. Top comment here, this is a hard no. Anybody that feels comfortable spitting in someone else's face is not safe in a relationship. This is not okay in the least little bit, and you need to hightail it out of there. Another comment, it wasn't okay even before the spitting, as much as I want to know the quality of her cleanup job because it sounds kind of lackluster, but it goes out the window after his behavior. If he is unsatisfied with OP's cleanliness or level of caring, he can simply ask her to leave and clean it himself. They aren't compatible. He can't make her clean it. He can't physically touch or force her. What you don't do is berate somebody over a small situation or kick them out or take their phone or stop them from shouting for help and spit on them. I don't think there's a single thing he did that was correct. Not one. He sounds like a scary red flag. OP, it doesn't matter who he is when he's kind. These revealing moments are the ones that matter. You get the best and worst of your partner. This is how he acts during a confrontation. He clearly isn't a safe person, even if he doesn't do this frequently. And reasoning that away is what a lot of eventual abuse victims do. OP's response, thanks. To answer the question about the cleaning job, LOL, there was no poop or stain or smell on the carpet when I was done cleaning. To get graphic, the poop was really dry and hard, so it didn't sink into the fibers or stain the carpet in the first place. Yes, my bad, I didn't have the appropriate cleaning solution at his place because my cat has never had an accident before. The only tools I could use were dish soap, water, and paper towels. He was the one that discovered the poop, and obviously it was really embarrassing to me, so I got up and cleaned it, and I would never leave poop on someone else's carpet. LOL. I'm glad OP feels comfortable LOLing at this now. She also doesn't really go into details about her willingness to never see this douche canoe brozo again. And yeah, we got to make the brozo 100% official here, because this is unacceptable. And you also, I think, in a relationship with somebody like this, have to think ahead down the road and be like, is this the kind of person that I would feel comfortable leaving my children with? You have to consider it as a possibility, right? Even if you guys aren't planning on having kids, is this somebody who I could trust taking care of our child? Is this somebody you could trust taking care of your cat if you're not around? No, no, no. And you know what? Reverse the roles. If OP was male with a female partner and the female had gotten this aggressive and spat in his face, I'd be saying the same thing. This is a learned reaction, right? This is something that he has learned is okay, and it got triggered by something. So maybe he grew up where cleanliness was the end all be all, and if it was not met to satisfactory conditions, maybe he got faced with that kind of scenario. Whatever it is, he learned it and it's not okay. So GTFO, like, nah, no. I might start a little petty tradition of sending him like a box of cat turds on Christmas or something, but that would be the maximum contact that you should have with this douche canoe in the future. Nah. Now,